You don't feel like something is always wrong by accident. It's not always obvious. Nothing major has happened. No clear problem. No crisis. But there's this constant feeling underneath, like something isn't quite right, like you've missed something, like you should be fixing something, even when you don't know what it is. And it follows you, through normal moments, through quiet moments. Even when things are going well, it's still there, that sense that something is off. And the more you try to figure it out, the harder it becomes, because there's no clear answer, just a feeling. Here's the shift. That feeling isn't coming from something being wrong right now. It's coming from your mind being used to looking for what could be wrong. It's a pattern, a way of scanning your environment and your life for problems. And when your brain gets used to doing that, it doesn't just stop when there's nothing obvious to find. It keeps searching. And when it can't find anything clear, it creates a general sense that something must be there. Because your brain is wired for detection, to spot potential issues before they become real ones, to keep you prepared, to keep you safe. But it doesn't switch off easily, especially if you've spent time feeling responsible for things, or trying to stay in control, or anticipating problems before they happen. That pattern becomes familiar. So instead of reacting to actual problems, your mind starts expecting them, even in neutral situations. And that creates this constant background tension, not tied to anything specific, just a general sense that something needs attention. There's also the way attention works. If your focus is trained on what's wrong, or what could go wrong, that's what you'll notice. Even if everything else is fine. Your mind filters for it, highlights it, and over time, that becomes your default view. So normal starts to feel slightly off, because you're always scanning for something to fix. But the more you do that, the more your brain reinforces the idea that something must be wrong. So the feeling continues, even when there's nothing concrete behind it. So the shift isn't about finding the problem and fixing it. It's about recognizing the pattern, that your mind is scanning, not necessarily detecting something real. And once you see that, you can step back from it. You don't have to follow every sense of unease. You don't have to treat every feeling as a signal that something is wrong. You can notice it, without reacting to it. Because not every feeling requires action. Sometimes it just requires awareness. And over time, that changes things. Your mind learns that it doesn't need to keep searching all the time, that it's safe to be in a moment where nothing needs fixing. And maybe that's the truth. You don't feel like something is always wrong because it is. You feel it because your mind has been trained to look for problems, even when they're not there. And once you recognize that, you stop chasing something you can't find and start allowing things to be as they are. And that's where the feeling begins to settle.